Introducing Feeder Basics 101. The primary goal in any feeder setup application is to create a gap between each piece of product. This is achieved by wedge placement, separator hold down, and knowing what you can and cannot feed through a friction feeder. Friction feeders are designed to feed or pull product from the bottom of a stack. In proper setup, the wedge and separator will control the product overlap under the gate. Some overlap under the gate is perfectly normal. As product enters the discharge belts are designed to run faster than the main feed belt, so product is pulled faster, creating a gap between pieces. On most continuous friction feeders, the gap is controlled by feeding onto a conveyor that is running faster than the feeder. The wedges control the amount of contact the product has with the feed belt. More lift means less contact with the belt. In general, flimsier products will need more lift to create separation, while rigid products will need less lift and more belt contact to pull the product through. When setting the separator hold down, the goal in most cases is to set the gate for the thickness of one piece of product. For thicker products, this can be set a little higher because they can be more easily separated, and for thinner products, this can be set lower to create more grab on the product. The last step is knowing what can be fed. First, put two pieces of your product together. If they slide apart, they can be fed. Second, does the product mark when feeding? Some products mark easier than others, so this will need to be tested. And third, the product must not interlock. For example, some irregular shaped die cuts may interlock when feeding and rip the product. If any of these things cannot be achieved, you will need to use something other than a friction feeder for your application. As a review, the primary goal in feeder setup is gap control. This is controlled by wedge placement, separator hold down, and knowing what can be fed.